Hello, students. Hope you are staying fine. Now, let's continue the chapter further. He ran towards his parents gaily and walked abreast of them for a while, being, however, soon left behind, attracted by the little insects and worms along the footpath that were teeming out of their hiding places to enjoy the sunshine. Abreast means side by side, and teeming out means to pour or to empty out. The child, when his parents called him, the child ran towards his parents. Now he was walking next to them, but again, after a few steps, he stopped to see the insects who were coming out of the soil. Once again, the child was left behind. Come, child, come, his parents called from the shade of a grove where they had seated themselves on the edge of a well. He ran towards them. Grove means a small group of trees. Now, again, when he was lagged behind, his parents called him. They were sitting next to a well under the shady trees. The child again, once again, ran and he became seated with his parents. A shower of young flowers fell upon the child as he entered the grove, and forgetting his parents, he began to gather the raining petals in his hands. But lo, he heard the cooing of doves and ran towards his parents, shouting, "The dove, the dove!" The raining petals dropped from his forgotten hands. Now, when the child went out, he was going to the fair. The world around now was full of many novel things for him. He was experiencing many new things. When he saw the next thing, he forgot the previous one. Earlier, he was attracted towards the insects, birds, butterflies. Now, when he reached that place where his parents were sitting, he was welcomed by a shower of flowers. He forgot his parents and started collecting those petals which had fallen there. But just then, when he was collecting those petals, he heard the cooing of the doves and he was excited. He started chasing the birds, and in that process, the petals which he had collected a moment earlier fell down from his hand. Means this shows that the child was getting attracted towards the next thing. He forgot the previous thing that very moment. Come, child, come, they called to the child, who had now gone running in the wild capers round the banyan tree, and gathering him up, they took the narrow winding footpath which led to the fair through the mustard fields. Capers means a playful skipping movement. Now, again, when he was busy in chasing the doves, his parents called him. They lifted the child and walked down a narrow twisting, winding means twisting lane through which they crossed the mustard fields, and now they reached the fair. As they neared the village, the child could see many footpaths full of throngs converging to the whirlpool of the fair, and felt at once repelled and fascinated by the confusion of the word he was entering. Throngs means huge crowd and converging means gathering. Now, when they were about to reach the fair, till now he was attracted towards the things which he was seeing on his way towards the fair. Now, when they were about to reach the fair, the child saw huge crowd of people walking from all the directions, and they were moving towards the fair. This crowd scared him. He was a little frightened because earlier he had been living in his village and he had not seen such a big crowd. He stepped back for a while, but the next moment he got attracted towards this also. A sweet meat seller hogged gulab jamun, rasgulla, burfi, jalebi at the corner of the entrance, and a crowd pressed round his corner at the foot of an architecture of many colored sweets decorated with leaves of silver and gold. The child stared open eyed and his mouth watered for the burfi that was his favorite sweet. I want that burfi, he slowly murmured. But he half knew as he begged that his plea would not be heeded because his parents would say he was greedy. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Heeded means paid attention. Plea means request. Now, at the entrance of the fair, at one corner, there was a sweetmeat seller. He had set up his shop. He was selling various sweets like gulab jamun, rasgulla, burfi, jalebi. These days, you have many options to eat, but those days you had only these sweets. Now, these sweets were displayed and they were covered with foils of gold and silver. Now, when the child saw his favorite sweet, that was burfi, his mouth watered. He expressed his desire to get that, but he did so in a very low voice because he knew that his request would not be accepted by his parents. They would say that he is greedy for burfi. As he did not expect that his demand was going to be fulfilled, he walked further. A flower seller hogged a garland of gulmohar, a garland of gulmohar. The child seemed irresistibly drawn. He went towards the basket where the flowers lay heaped and half murmured, I want that garland. But he well knew his parents would refuse to buy him those flowers because they would say that they were cheap. So, without waiting for an answer, he moved on. Now, the next stall which he saw, that was of a flower seller. He was selling garlands of gulmohar flowers. The child wanted one of those garlands. He announced his desire to have that garland, but again he did that in a low voice because he knew that his demand is not going to be fulfilled. His parents would give him that plea that they were cheap. So again, the boy started moving ahead without expecting a reply from his parents.